Hi everyone, welcome to the channel TrimAir Audits. I'm your host and pilot for the day, Steve. We're here today at Old Wolverton, Milton Keynes to take a look at Arriva, the bus depot. So let's see what we can see. There she is in the distance, look. Busy day today, lots of parked cars up here. You can see that there. There should be a few drivers today, I expect, looking for the overtime. And I can see some hi-vis jackets there. I wonder if we'll get challenged. Might be a good opportunity to ask some questions about what they do here. Now, I've had a look from Google Earth on the air, but there's not a great deal I can see. Maybe a maintenance thing. Maybe a bus wash, not really sure. But we'll get the drone up to have a look. So here we are outside, that looks like the visitors' entrance there. Let's just take a zoom in there. There we go, visitors' entrance, nice big label there, nice big sign. I do like my signs. Cut back and get a look at the front of the building. There's some chaps down there on the bus. Not sure what they're doing, looking like ready to board probably. Perhaps they're taking things out for the day. I understand Arriva are operating a Sunday service today, being it's Easter Saturday and all. Car park is absolutely heaving, look at that. Loads of things there, loads of vehicles there. Let's take a walk down the front and see what we can see. Some interesting stuff, I imagine, from the air. I wonder if they've got solar panels. Do we see any electric vehicle charging points? No, but we see some walkways on the ground there, look. Some for pedestrians in green. You can see that there. So it's clearly marked where you can walk, that's a good point. We like that. Good signage, clear walkways, cones, car parked there badly, blocking some others in. Not seen any bad number plates yet. It looks like they're doing some loading there. There's a guy in a red jacket and some guys in yellow. Let's get a look over there. Excuse the wobble, guys. Nice Union Jack flag there. I say this place will look good from the air, won't it? It's interesting, isn't it? What we got side of the building. On the sign there, visitors parking, deliveries, MOT testing. Lots of signage. Bus backing up. Let's be careful here, guys. Let's come out the way. We don't want to get run over. Nice bit of signage there, staff entrance, visitors. And there's the depot sign up there. Arriva MK Colts Holme Road, which is where we are now, I believe. Excellent. It's all rather good, I think, actually, so far. Is that a rubbish bin I can see over there? Waste bin. Yeah. Looks like some depot doors as well, just behind there. I'd like to take a look at that from the air. There we go. Chap in the red spotted us. Wonder if he'll be interested in what we're doing here today. And I wonder if he'll ask us any questions. There we go, that's looking good, isn't it? Might be a good opportunity to tell him I'm going to take the drone over. There we go, there's a chap here. Afternoon, sir. You work here, guy? Do you work here, sir?
Do I work here?
Yeah. I'll just let you know, I'll be taking a drone over, so don't be alarmed. Alright, and I won't be looking, I'm not looking for people, I just want to see what you look like from the sky, alright?
Oh.
Cheers, chap, thank you. What do you do here? Are you like a repair depot?
No, just a normal bus depot.
Bus depot. So what do you do? Do you wash the buses or service the buses?
No, we just run the buses.
So this is where it all happens from here, is it? You run the entire Arriva Milton Keynes from here? Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. All from here.
I've just been looking at your car parks and everything. It's really good. I'm really impressed to see you've got clear walkways, good signage, nice to well marked bays.
Has to be done.
You get 10 out of 10 from me, my friend. Thanks a lot. It won't be long anyway, about 10 minutes. Have a quick look around. Cheers, guys. Well, they were very pleasant chaps, weren't they? And look, to think they told us what they do here. They like us to advertise what they do. So they run all of the Milton Keynes buses from here. That's marvellous, isn't it? It's a big operation, you know. I wonder how many buses they've got from here. So we'll take a look around now and see if we can find a drone launch spot. While we're here, guys, I just need to show you this opposite. I will come back and look at this another day, but you can see we've got a tall structure there. So that's come up on the ground hazards, on drone assist. So we need to be very careful of that. So we'll just select our launch point. I think down here is good, actually, where we're by the entrance. Literally where we were yesterday, by Biffa. So we'll launch from down here. I see there's trees overhanging here. That's a shame, because that platform there would have been quite a nice launch point. I think, talking of Arriva, there's one of the buses. Look, marvellous. Look at that. It's quite good to see a vehicle. Maybe we'll see someone coming in and out. Here, look, while we're choosing the launch point, let's look down here. That's the MOT's delivery and testing area. Be careful where we stand. There's lots of good signage here. Let's take a look at the sign. Looks like they're recruiting as well. Welcome to Arriva MK Coltsholm Road. That's quite hard to say, isn't it? Strictly no unauthorised access. 5 miles per hour maximum speed limit. Do not use mobile phones or headphones in vehicle movement area. That's good for safety, isn't it? Use dipped headlights and hazards. Walkways must be used at all times. Hi-vis clothing must be worn. Car reverse parking only. That's interesting. I wonder why they do that. All visitors must report to reception. Well, I'm not going on site, so I don't need to go to reception. And I've already told the very nice gentleman that I'll be taking the drone over. So we've got beware of moving vehicles, reversing vehicles have priority, and CCTV in operation for your safety. They're very strong on safety here, aren't we? It's a very good score here for safety. Let's look at the poster here, the recruitment poster. Let's do a manual zoom and walk up to it. Join Arriva today. Drive yourself to a new career. Come to our recruitment open day, 24th of September 22. Become a bus driver today and join the Arriva bus family. And a time traveller, apparently. Given when we're filming this. Rates of pay, £10.27 to £13.67. Yeah, it's not going to set the world on fire, is it? But it's a living, it's a job, and a very valuable one too. I don't know if you can see it from here. There's a lot of flies on the sign. Let's zoom. No, not really sure about that. Okay, so I think we'll launch from here. We'll clear view up, maybe just a little further down. I don't really like the idea that we're too far away, although this would seem to be our best launch point. We're on the end here. We'll be clear of just about any obstructions. It's where we were yesterday. Oh, the irony. But it's okay, we can walk up. So, there we go then. There's a quick look back at Arriva there. Quite a lot of noise here, if you can hear it on this mic. There's the Arriva depot. We're going to go and see what she looks like from the TrimAir bird's eye view. Let's get Doris out, shall we? Okay, audio check. Okay, that's gimbal down, gimbal up. I seem to have reset the gimbal. Right, okay, so here we are at Arriva bus depot, Milton Keynes. We're going to take Doris up and see what we can see from the TrimAir Audits bird's eye view. I'm actually quite excited to see what we can see from here. Now we know a little bit about
the home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Home point updated, check on the map. Yeah, quite excited to see what we can see from the air actually, because now we know little about what they do here thanks to the kind information offered by the gentleman in the red hi-vis. So just switch the drone to cinematic mode. We've got takeoff permitted. Light breeze of 4 to 8 kilometers per hour, well within operational parameters. We're aware of that chimney over there, so we won't go anywhere near that. So we should be ready to take off. Let's start the rotors.
Take off.
Rotors started, takeoff engaged. Let's go.
The home point has been updated.
Let's have a quick look
check it on the map.
How stable she is. There we go. So let's turn to face our quarry. Quick visual check of the surrounding area. We're nice and clear. So we'll turn and we'll climb. And we'll actually go towards. Let's bring the camera down. Okay, I've got a no GPS warning now. I should fly with caution, probably because I'm in the shade. Oh, there she is, look at that. The Arriva bus depot. Let's walk up a little and go over and take a look. I wonder if there's any solar panels here. Okay, so altitude 35 metres and climbing. There we go. Let's rotate and get a good picture there. That's magnificent, isn't it? You can see where we walked away in there. Okay, let's fly, babies. On we go. Let's take a look around the car park. We need to bring the camera down a bit, don't we, and get a look across these building roofs. Let's see if we can see any solar panels. I don't think there are, which is slightly disappointing. Not sure what they are. Might show up better in the recording playback. I don't think there's solar panels though. Let's zoom. Let's zoom in and see if we can see any detail there. No, I don't. Oh, are they? Yeah, they could be. Yep. Solar panels, great stuff. So this place so far is proving exceptionally good on the environment side. Very tidy outside. Very nice people. Let's get a look down there. Oops, wrong controls. Goodness me, I need to get better at this, don't I? It's like the yard of some sort. Rubbish, maybe? It's hard to tell looking at this screen from here. You can get a good nosy round. Vehicle just coming in there. It's the one that was loading a moment ago by the looks of it. Let's just turn around here. Bring the camera up a fraction. There's the yard at the back. I see buses. Lots of buses. Well, I say lots, two. It means they're all out working, doesn't it, guys? Actually moving people around. I said they're operating a Sunday service here. I would expect to see buses. Let's try and get into the shade a little here. It's me on the ground, by the way. Talking about getting into the shade. The view from the sky is actually really rather good, I think. Let's go around the yard and have a look at the yard. That's better, I can see a lot more now. There we go, that looks like the bus wash on the right, which we could see from the ground there. Should we take a look at that? That looks rather interesting, doesn't it? Let's go down here, get a bit of a zoom. Move the camera up a fraction. Look at the size of that. I mean, you get some sense of scale. Look at the bus, and you realise how big that bus is and how big that bus washes. That wash looks like it would take a double-decker, actually. Doesn't it? Let's bring a bit more zoom on that. I think we're all the way in, guys, at 3 times. Yeah, it's quite impressive, isn't it, that you could get a double-decker through there. Okay, so let's bring the zoom back out. Continue with the flight. A great deal to see here, I must say. I was rather expecting more wizardry and magic. But you can see there's a large yard, and judging by the marks on the ground, I suspect that's where they park up the vehicles. But yeah, they're all out today, look. There's a double-decker at the back there. Let's go across here. That's where we were yesterday, look. There's the back of Biffa's yard. So we'll go across here. And then we can turn and have a look at that big double-decker. Oh, what's that there? Now that's interesting, isn't it? Let's bring the camera down. I think that's some sort of maintenance area. I know the chap said they didn't do maintenance here, but would you look at that? Could it be a weighbridge? Oh, it might be for MOTs actually. The sign out the front did say they did MOTs, so I bet that's what that's for. Let's turn a bit more and see if we can get that bus in. Looks clean, doesn't it? Oops, wrong way with the zoom. In we go. 1.4 times zoom. And we go all the way into 3. Some containers and things on the ground there. Waste. Looks like the Biffa waste. We know that colour anyway, don't we? So let's come back out on the camera. Let's gimbaling up. Let's zoom out. and then we'll turn back, we'll fly forward a little more and then turn back and look at the depot building from behind. So let's go forward a bit more. There we are, plenty of clear around on the airspace. There we go, that's going a little higher, and then we'll go forward a bit more. We're at 45 metres now, so we should get a nice view from back here. Okay, well clear of everything. So let's do a sweeping left. I'll bring the camera up a bit actually, because there's some nice countryside behind here to get a look at on the way around. So there's the horizon, look, and if I just turn Doris across now, nice steady panoramic turn there. You see the shadows on the ground there cast by the clouds, that's quite something, isn't it? Oh, and would you look at that, the back of the depot where all the buses are, and there is our tall chimney, guys, that we need to avoid. As you can see, we're well clear of it. So let's bring the camera down a little and get a look at that depot from here. Wow, there's our front building we're out the front of now. I'm right on the end, you can't see me because I'm only a couple of pixels here, but I can still see the drone. Let's come down a little. I know we're clear beneath us by some margin, so we'll come down, rotate, position that in the centre, or we'll try and position that in the centre anyway. Let's bring the camera up and get a zoom in on that depot. Let's go. It's quite dark actually, so we can't see very much. It's in the shade. Let's let the camera's sensors adjust. We'll take a little look across here. We can see all the depots. Let's count them, shall we? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to the bus. 7, 8, 9 different bus sheds there. They look like they're tall enough to take... No, would you get a double in those? I don't think so actually. I can't zoom in any further, which is a shame. So I wonder where they garage those. I wonder if there's anything around the other side we could see. Oops, bit wild on the zoom there, guys, sorry about that. So let's fly back down the access road and see if we can have a look at that section of building in the middle. Camera down, drone forwards. It's a little bit blowy now, but we're still within operational parameters. So she flies really smooth, doesn't she? Well clear of that roof. So from here I should be able to turn and lower the gimbal, and then we can see more bus activity. Yeah, good score on the solar panels. Looks like another... No, I think that's like where they bring the lighter vehicles in and out there, look. I don't think there's any zoom. I don't think there's any bus loading there. Sorry, a bit noisy here. So you can really see the walkways here as well, how marked out they are. How interesting. They play a great deal on safety here by the looks of it. So top marks to this place, I think. It's been interesting. Let's take the camera back up. Have a quick look around the front side, down that side there where the access road just is. And then I think we'll bring it in. On we go. There's our flag. Back round to the front of the building. So very full car park, lots of activities. Oh, some more depot things there, more shutters. They look tall enough to take a double. I wonder if we can zoom in on that. Let's have a go, shall we? Yeah, I don't know if they take buses. I wouldn't imagine they could turn and fit in that small gap there, especially when you consider that it's generally full of pallets and things, trailers. I don't know what they do there exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're solar panels. I'd like to think I've got that right. Comms dish on the roof there, air vents, more loading bays. Let's bring the camera down a little more. That's those loading bays we said we'd like to get a look at, didn't we? But there's nothing really much to see there. It looks to me like, if you look on the right frame there, that's where the vehicle comes in and out. See, but mostly Milton Keynes buses are single deckers. There's one just off to my right now that's moving away. I'm looking the wrong way to see it, sadly, but yeah, they're mostly single deckers here. They don't do doubles for some reason. Got pretty much wraps up Arriva from the air, I think. It just surprises me how small the place is when you consider they run the entire Milton Keynes operation from here. It really is quite remarkable, I think. So let's select a landing zone. We need to come back to more or less where we started, I think. So let's bring her down. Let's bring her down. I know where I'm aiming for. It's just coming up in frame here. Bring camera up. You should see me at the bottom of frame centre now. There we are. Let's bring Doris forward. We're at 38 metres now. I did a little bit of altitude adjustment on the way in. Okay, so we get a visual on Doris. There she is, right up in the sky. And now in cinematic mode for slow descent, we're bringing her down. I might do some actual corrections to position as she comes down, because I don't want to put her down on the road. It looks to me like we've got a very good approximation of where we landed, where we took off from, sorry. You probably hear her flying now. She sounds like a drone, a swarm of bees. There we go. So let's just take her forwards to the landing zone. There she is. And let's bring her down. Okay, landing mode. Here we go. And we're down. So there we are, guys. That was Arriva depot in Milton Keynes. Yeah, I'm just trying to find a place to record the outlink, but it's really noisy here. There's people coming around as well, so I don't really want to draw attention now we're finished. There's someone on the road there. Let's stand down a second. There we go. So there we are, folks. That was the Arriva depot in Old Wolverton, Milton Keynes. Overall, I was really impressed with this place, actually. There's what looks like recycling facilities, really clean yard, nice good clear signage, very friendly staff, and no buses, well, 1 or 2 buses, which shows that in actual fact they're out moving passengers around, which is what we want the bus service to do. So I think this has got to be a really high score for Arriva. So if you're watching Arriva, well done, keep up the great work. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't, and if you'd like to see more, then mash that subscribe button. I've been your host and pilot, Steve, and this is TrimAir Audits, drone assisted citizen auditing, as real as it gets.